I will walk you through the vendors module. So under the smart ATS menu options, there is an option called vendors. By clicking on the vendors, it will take us to the vendors page. So under the vendors page, we'll have the list of all the vendors. There is a button to add the new vendor on the right corner. So by clicking on this button, we can enter the vendor name and contact information, and this mandatory fields are filled. This add button will be highlighted. That's how we add a new vendor. So under this summary, if you see, there is a vendor name, point of contact, email, and there is a domain option. So each vendor may be handling a particular domain, so we can have that information. And there is an edit or delete options. So by clicking on the edit, we can edit a particular vendor, or delete by clicking on the delete button. So on the right hand side corner, there are two action buttons such as assign jobs and share requisition. So by clicking on the by selecting any of the particular vendor, and if you want to assign any particular job, we can select the assign jobs button, and this window will be popped up, and we can assign any particular job to this particular vendor by clicking on the submit button. That's how we assign the jobs to particular vendor. And if you want to share the requisition, we can select all the vendors, and we can click on the share requisition. So under the share requisition, we can select any particular job, and we all the contact information of the vendors will be popped here, and then we can select a custom email. So by clicking on the custom email and selecting a job details, so automatically the customized template will be popped up, and we can enter the details, and we can clicking on the send button, the job requisition will be shared. So this is how we share the job requisition to the vendors, and by clicking on any of the particular vendor, we can go to the detailed page of the vendor. So under the detailed page, we can see on the top, we can see the contact information of the vendor, and we can edit the icon by clicking here. We can edit the icon of the particular vendor, and under the detail page, we can see the assigned jobs. So all the jobs which are assigned to this particular vendor are listed here, and we can see as a display here. And under the sourced candidates, we can see for a particular job of any particular job. If we select any particular job, we can see how many candidates have been sourced from this particular vendor, and their status, their internal status or pipeline status. So all the details will be displayed here.